Guys, what is up, everybody? Ricky Carruth here. Welcome back to Real Coaching in Real Time. Guys, this has been a very, very exciting little series I've done here. This is episode number 8. And today I have a couple of agents from all over the place. One from Huntsville, one from Ohio. All right, so I only have 2 agents this show. I normally have 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take somebody from the that's watching. I'm going to call you in, and I'm going to bring you on the show for that last third contestant, if you will, to come on and pick my brain, ask questions, chat it up, whatever you want to do. So guys, one thing I wanted to share with you, I've kind of released it a little bit, and that is my 2021 goal setting and business planning for real estate agents. Okay, this is coming out December 11th, 4 p.m. Central. It's going to be a virtual event style, and the link for that is in the description of this video. Okay, if you want to sign up, it's going to be a virtual event. You register, all free. I'm going to go through my brand new. I revamp it every year. Okay, so I'm going to revamp the 90-day action plan. I do this every year. I revamp it in December for the next year. So this year I'm going to do some different things. I'm going to add a little bit to it. It's going to be really nice. You guys are really going to enjoy it. I'm here to tell you right now, I say it every time, 2021 is going to be the best year that we've ever seen. I just honestly believe that. So I'm extremely, extremely excited about it. So I'm going to bring today's agents on to introduce themselves. First up, I got Jeremy.
Hey, how are you doing?
What's up, dude? What do you got going on?
Today, before I got the text, if Kent wanted to come on the show, I was listing a 10-acre property out in the middle of nowhere, but lots of development potential. Just kind of working, doing my thing. How are you?
Good, man. Good, man. Tell everybody who you are, where you're at, and how long you've been selling, all that good stuff.
So I'm j.h.bronaugh. I live in Huntsville, Madison, that area up in northern Alabama. I'm with Keller Williams. I've been selling for 4 years. I started on a team as a buyer's agent, struck out on my own, and currently a single agent.
Nice, man. Nice. I look forward to chatting with you in just a second, man. Cool, man. Tom, let's get you out here.
Hey, Ricky, can you hear me?
We had a little technical difficulty with Tom. He had to leave his office where they have horrible internet, and he literally, I think he actually sprinted to his house from his
I hit
office.
about 100 going on the way home, bro. But
tell everybody who you are, man, where you're from, how long you've been selling, all that good stuff.
Yeah, my name is Tom Courville. I'm in Dayton, Ohio, and Kettering to be specific. And I'm on a team, Batante team. We do a lot of foreclosure, short sales, distressed properties, HUD properties, stuff like that. Then I have my own side business going that I list and sell properties myself. But it's been fun. Been in a little bit over 2 years. This is my start of my 3rd year in. I hit a mill my first year, found your coaching program, and I'm set to hit. I'm finishing up my 2nd year, not calendar wise, but like just personal. And I'm gonna hit about 3 mil this year, and looking forward to do. My goal's 8 next year, but we'll see how that goes.
So you're talking about selling 3 million in volume?
Yeah, in volume.
Okay. So last year was your first year, and you did 1 million in volume.
Yep.
Right.
I did just shy of 1 million. I did like 950. So
okay, let's just call it a million, man. It's okay. It's okay to call it 950 a million. I do it all the time. Okay. All right. So you did $1 million your first year.
Yeah.
You found my coaching when?
Literally right after my first year. I was happy with hitting $1 million, but it was kind of nowhere near what I thought I could do. If that makes sense. Just like I just felt like there was still a piece missing, you know?
Yeah.
And I was signed up with an agent my first year, or with a coach, and nowhere near what you provide. So
Nice.
and my production just skyrocketed as soon as I joined your program. So I'm forever grateful.
Hey, dude, believe it or not, I hear it all the time, right? You know,
Yeah, I believe
I
it.
was selling this much, I found your program, and then I doubled and tripled it, right?
Yeah.
Thousands of agents have told me they doubled and tripled their income since they found my coaching program. Cool, man. I look forward to chatting with you in a minute.
Likewise.
Cool. So let's see what we got here. Okay, got us a little crowd here. So if you just tuned in, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. If you missed it, I'm doing 2021 goal setting and planning. That's going to be December 11th at 4 p.m. Central. Okay, I put a link in the description of this video where you can go register for that. Totally free. I'm gonna reveal my new 90-day action plan, which I redo basically every December for the next year. So it's going to be really exciting stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll tell you this: the reason why I'm doing it so late in the year, because I know a lot of people have done their 2021 goal setting and planning everything already, right? I know a lot of coaches have already done this, and brokerages and agents have already done this. But to me, right, I want to use the goal setting and planning session as a way to completely find this new level of motivation and being completely just, off the charts excited about going into the new year. And if I do that in September, October, something like that, all that excitement is going to be gone by the time the first of the year comes around, right? I want to know what I'm going to do. I don't want to be excited about starting it right now, okay? And I want to have excitement going into the year. I don't want to get excited, calm down, and then have to recharge that excitement when the first of the year comes. I already want to have that going. So that's why I like doing them in December, because I feel like it really charges everybody up and everybody's still on that high of going through that business planning session with me when the first of the year hits. So the link is in the description to sign up for that. And I hope to see all of you guys there. I'm going to bring Jeremy back out here. Let's chat for a good 10, 15 minutes, man.
Hey, am I on?
Yeah.
I don't know when people can see me or not, so I've been trying
Yeah,
to stay stone-faced the whole time.
Yeah, they can see you.
Right on. So I'm just I've been focusing so much this year on what you're always saying: the more time you waste on people, the more money you make.
Yeah.
And I'm with Tom. Once I started following what you what I'm seeing you say has really realigned the way that I look at my business.
Yeah.
So the pandemic hit the beginning of the year. I'm sitting over here thinking I'm out. I'm sitting over here thinking there's no way I can keep doing this, because all of a sudden we're staying at home. I don't have an income. I can't even file for unemployment. And what I did was I focused on people. My cold calls became care calls. Instead of spending as much time hitting the pavement, my wife and I redid my mailing list. The mailing list things that I'm doing now are focusing on how I can help people. And this year, so I'm with Tom. My first year, second year, third year, first and second floated around 2 million. The third year I dropped, and I'm thinking, what am I doing with my life? I'm sitting closer to 1 million. And this year I am already, with everything under contract, at 5. So I'm set to outperform the first 3 years of my real estate business now that I'm focusing more on caring about people and focusing on wasting time on people, like you say.
Yeah. So you said what now? You're doubling your business?
I have, in the last 3 years, sold about as much as I'm going to sell this year. So almost 5 times more than last year, this year.
Okay, guys. So listen to what he just said here. Listen to what this gentleman just said, who basically I just met. Okay, we've never talked before ever. A lot of people might think these calls are set up or something. So this Mr. Jeremy here, he just told you that, and I want you guys to really get this. Okay, he just told you that there was one thing that really stuck in his mind about what I say and what I preach. Because everybody gets a little piece of what I say and they run with this piece or that piece or this quote or this phrase or this philosophy or whatever. And what stuck with him is that the more time you waste on people, the more money you make. it's I don't know, man. And so he adopted this philosophy into his business, and he kind of let it bleed all over into his mail outs and the way he treats people and the way he looks at the business and his objectives whenever he's out there talking to prospects. And he's literally 5x'd his business from last year.
Yeah.
This is kind of ridiculous, man, to be honest with you, just to hear this kind of stuff.
I'm a coach too, with Keller Williams. So I'm a productivity coach. And the people that I work with, they'll always say things like, well, what's my game plan going into these phone calls? What's my game plan going to meet for sale by owners? And I always try and take it back to just talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's what you're always saying is you just talk to them. They're going to tell you what they want. They're going to tell you how you can help them. And if you're just listening and there's not a game plan, then you're going to be able to help them in a much better way. They're going to be able to see that you care. And that's been my whole focus this year.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing, man. When you start listening to what you like, when you start listening to what they're trying to do, then you know how to help them.
Yeah.
I tell you what the biggest problem is a lot of the time is agents are constantly either just trying to figure out how they can get someone to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not the goal. The goal, they already want to do something.
Yeah.
Right. People are already wanting to buy and sell stuff. They know when they want to do it. They know what they're going to do, when they're going to do it. They don't need us to make them do something. They just need someone that they can trust to help them do it.
Yeah.
I think what a lot of agents, they're either their intentions aren't in the right place. They're trying to make people do stuff, right? Or their intentions are in the right place, but they don't have enough experience communicating. So they're always thinking about what their next line is.
Yep.
And so they're not listening to the person. They're thinking about what they're going to say next instead of listening to the person. Whereas if you would just slow down and actually listen to what they're telling you what they want to do. You don't have to know what your next line is. They're basically going to tell you what your next line is based on what they want to do. So
exactly.
Cool.
That's really helped me a lot this year.
Now being a productivity coach over at KW, what does that entail?
So my core function is to help them get into production, right? So I have a 30-day action plan. I'm not going to lie and say I don't borrow from you. One of the very first things that I do is direct them your way, honestly, too. Like I learned so much from you. And, when I get really good podcasts from you, I send it out to all my people. But my goal is to get them into production so they don't drop out of the industry before they get paid.
Mm. Okay.
I do a lot of for sale by owners. I focus a lot on open houses. Those are the quick turn things that get you into production so your mailing list and your database and your farming can all work.
Right. Exactly. I love it, man. I love it. So do you have a question or anything else you want to chat about?
I'd love to talk. So, okay, 5 times more than last year, right? Right at about 5 times. Man, I am scared. So I'm keeping that productivity over this year. And every time I'm getting something under contract almost every week. And every time it happens, I'm thinking like, when is this going to run out? Okay. And I'd love to know your take on that. How do I process that? How do I move forward with that?
You mean how to deal with the fact that you did so well this year, how to keep that going,
exactly.
Or like how to deal with the fact that, oh my gosh, the first of the year is about to come and I did 5 times as much business this year and now I have to start all over and do it all over again. Wow, that's a huge mountain to climb, right? Dude,
both of those things, yeah.
Listen. When I sold 100 properties the first time, I was like, oh my gosh. I went from 100 literally to the next day starting at 0. It's like I went from 100 to now I'm at 0. It's like, oh, how do I get from 0 to 100 again? I was in the same boat because I was like, am I going to do this again? But then I did it, and then I did it again, and then I did it again. And then that next year, 4 years of doing that, the fourth year I hit $1 million in commissions with it because my average price kept going up. It was the same number of transactions, but it was the average price, it kind of went up with the market as the market was going up. And so then after it did it, it's like deja vu, man. It's like Groundhog's Day. Now we're hitting 1 million and then starting over at zero. It's like, am I going to get to 1 million? That's a huge mountain to climb. And it's a lot of pressure every single year.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, like, because I'm on the backside of this. You're on the front end of this. I'm on the backside of it because I did it. This is the 7th year I hit 100 deals. 4th year I hit $1 million in commissions. And in 2017, I quit cold calling. I quit prospecting. I quit doing all that. All I do is a weekly email, and I am slammed with deals. It's because of the way I built my business, caring about people and doing the weekly email and everything I teach everyone. But as far as, man, you don't understand it quite yet, okay? But you will understand this because if you continue down the same path, you're going to hit these same numbers or better, right? And what you're going to eventually realize, you're going to look back and you're going to take a lot of pressure off of yourself. You're going to take a step back and you're going to realize how you only think that you understand how unlimited this business is, right?
I feel like where I am in the market, I just stick my hand out in the air and grab money. I say that all the time. Like I am just introduced into money-making transactions all the time. And it's based on, having conversations with people. I feel like it's unfair how inserted I am into this business, just talking to people like people.
Yeah. See, like whenever you turn, you're gonna. Here's the thing. Like, for example, okay, when the hurricane hit here, okay, when the hurricane hit, literally dead. I'm talking. I didn't write one single contract for 3 weeks straight. I'm talking completely dead market. And I was like, okay, whatever, because you know what? The market is going to go like this. And I'll tell you right now, man, whenever you have these lulls in your business, I promise you, man, there's pent up demand building up, right? There's pent up demand. It's just right around the corner. And it's going to be like, oh my, dude, I was like, during the pandemic, I sold 2 in March. I normally sell like 25 or so. I sold 2. And I was like, man, I wish I had some deals going on. I wish this. And I was telling my assistant, I was like, I wish, where's the business? Let's go. And then all of a sudden the economy opened back up and I had 33 pending deals.
Wow.
Right. 33 pending deals at one time. And then I was like, man, when is it going to slow down? So on one moment, I'm saying, come on, please, come on, market. And then the next month, I'm saying, slow down, market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pent up demand. So the hurricane hit, no deals for 3 weeks. And then I started doing 2 a week. And then I think everybody's waiting on the election. At least some of my clients were, because as soon as they unofficially called it Saturday, my phone turned into a Christmas tree, man. It just lit up. And people are calling me left and right. I've shown property every single day, and I've wrote a contract every single day.
Wow.
Since the election, since Saturday. And it's Mother Nature, man. You can't control it, but one thing you can say is this: the waves are always going to be crashing, right? No matter what, man, that current and that tide goes in and out every single day, no matter what. It's the same. The real estate market is the same exact creature. It's Mother Nature. It's going to happen. Deals are not going to stop, my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing what you need to do to talk to as many people as possible and keep that cup full, then you're going to do as many deals that the universe thinks that you should do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's nothing to worry about. I know what you're going through, and I'm telling you right now, the only reason you should worry is if you're just not working. If you're watching Netflix all day, worry. If you're working all day, don't worry.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So my takeaway is to cancel my Netflix subscription.
No, definitely keep your Netflix subscription just 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right. You need Netflix. You need whatever that escape is, because after 5 o'clock, you've got to recharge. Like you have to.
Do you really take Sundays off?
Every Sunday. This Sunday, I showed, if somebody wants to see property, right? If somebody wants to see property, I'll show property, right? So this Sunday was the first Sunday in a long, long, long time I showed property. I've shown property every day since this time last week, including Sunday. So yeah, if somebody wants to see property, yeah, I'll go show property. I'm not opposed to it at all. But most of the time, people want to chill on Sundays, just like I want to chill. So, yeah, Saturdays too. I mean, I work half and half Saturdays, pretty much off Sundays, and off every day about 5. I'm done.
Yeah. Awesome.
I try to balance it out, man. I have a lot going on, you know.
Yeah.
So it's tough to turn it off, but I do about as good a job as I can, you know. Because I do a lot of this stuff myself. A lot of people are like, why don't you have buyer's agents? Why don't you have people doing this? Why don't you have a team with your social media? Why don't you have this? And it's like, I'm doing a lot of that. I'm answering all the DMs. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And, you know, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's going through this brain all the time. You know? But yeah. No, dude, it sounds like you're on the right track. I mean, my question would be this. You had those great years, and then you said you had a down year, right?
So I actually just pulled these. I haven't really looked at them like this, but I wanted to make sure before the show I had this just in case we talked about it. 2017, almost 2. 2018, almost 2.5 million. 2019, 1,345,000. So yeah, just it felt like everything fell through for me. You know, just nothing clicked the way that it was supposed to. And then this year, it feels like I can't stop. It feels like every day I'm reaching out and talking to more people that want to buy and sell.
Okay. So
yeah, I had that down year and it scared me a lot.
What do you think was what was the tipping, like what was the difference in the year that, you know, you were having great momentum, and then what happened?
Man, I wish I knew. I really do wish I knew. I felt like I was still grinding. And maybe that was it. Maybe in grinding, I was focused on the wrong things. But I had a baby at the beginning of last year, and I had this piece in my brain that was like, I got to do more all the time. I got to do better all the time. And so I was really trying a lot. But it feels like the stuff that should have worked out last year is still working out this year because I haven't let those people go. You know, I still talk to those people. They're still on my mailing list. I still reach out and talk to them as often as I can and treat them like people, like you say. So I do 2 a month.
Okay. Cool, man. Well, that's all exciting stuff, man. What else can I help you with?
I'm actually excited to talk to you and Tom. I'll wait till the end of the show when we all talk together about foreclosures, because with the moratorium on foreclosures right now, the pandemic, how that's affected foreclosures, I just would love to have insight on what you think is going to happen next year with the people that would have gone into foreclosure this year.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's do a little roundtable session at the end, man.
Awesome. Looking forward to it.
Tom, let's get you out here.
Hey, Ricky.
Big Tom.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, about the foreclosure thing, the moratorium's kind of slowed everything down.
Yeah.
For us at least. You know, we're still getting a few here and there. But honestly, it's given me an opportunity to really focus on more that personal side, you know, buying and selling like normal residential sales, which I love. Just because a lot of the properties that we do sell are very low in price in Dayton. and just kind of churn and burn type thing. But residential is definitely where I've been focusing on the relationship and stuff like that. And I have a weekly email set up that I'm on my 4th week doing that with the weekly email. And first one I ever sent out, I got a listing. So that was nice. And yeah, just been making calls.
The first weekly email you did, you got a listing?
Yeah. The guy responded to my weekly email and he was like, can you come over and take a look and see how much you think my house is worth? I told him. And I followed your advice with, I had comps printed out. I didn't have some big presentation or anything like that. I just kind of showed up and tried to ask me if I wanted a cup of coffee. I said, absolutely. We sat down, became friends, and he listed his property the next day. So that was like, I'll never try to go to a listing appointment again with a bunch of stuff, like a listing presentation and all that jazz.
Yeah.
I've been going to appointments and literally just trying to be friends, like how you say, like I just want to be your friend. If there's anything I can do for you, reach out, and people reach back out and we do deals. So it's been working out. So like I said, I'm just forever grateful for your coaching, and it's helped me so much. I appreciate it.
Man, that's it's really humbling to hear, you know what I mean? It really is, man. Hopefully one day you can be in my shoes and you can give back, and you can
I'll be teaching the same principles.
And you can help people for free, you know what I mean? And
Right.
People will email you and DM you and say, you changed my life and stuff. It's addicting, man. Helping people is a very addictive. It's a drug, I would say. It's a different level of life for sure. So, what problems are you having, or what can I help you with, or do you have any questions, or what's going on with any specifics?
I was gonna ask you. I wake up every day around 5:30.
Yeah.
And go to the gym. Done with that by 6. Get to the office by 8:30 and review the MLS for a little bit. Hit the phones 9 to 12. 12 to 1, I usually do like some admin, like paperwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I do lunch and then come back. And after that, I either make more calls or I'll send out letters, door knock, whatever I need to do. But I was just wondering, like, the results have been good this far, but still at some points, like at the end of the day, I still feel like I wish I had more hours in the day, if that makes sense. And I'm wondering if that's normal or if that's like, I haven't been working that long. I'm 21, so I don't really even know what's normal in real estate and what's not. Like, that's why I just wanted to ask your opinion on that. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day, honestly, but
it's 100% normal, man. Like, I feel like that all the time. However, since I have the experience I have, I realize that there aren't any more hours in the day, right? And you can't create hours in the day, okay? And so what you have to do is you have to understand, okay, this is all the hours I have. I have to make the best of these hours. And then whatever I get done in these hours, I at that point have to be satisfied with whatever that was, because I can't go back. And I can't add more hours to the day. See what I mean? And so you get into this place where you realize, okay, I only have that. You said 8:30 to 5. Is that your hours?
Yeah, 8:30.
I only have 8:30 to 5. Okay, that's it. I'm not, let's just say, you can't go past 5 for whatever reason. I can't create any more hours in the day. So now what do I have to do? I have to be the most productive, all right, the most efficient, the most effective I can be during these hours. And then what you do is you start tweaking every day. You start trying to get better and better. Why do you think I wake up at 4:30 every morning? Right? Because I'm trying to squeeze more time out of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm in your boat where I want more hours in the day. And so I created more hours in my day. However, Like, I don't see myself going to 3:30 though. You know what I mean? I think 4 to 4:30 is going to be it. So, 4 to 4:30, down to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at the latest. I can't squeeze any more hours out of my day in terms of my work production, right? My career, right? Making the best out of my life in terms of, productivity through my career. So what you have to do, man, is like, you're going through the process, you're early in the process. And what you have to do is just try to get a little better every day, 1% better every day. Find something better, tweak one little thing on your phone script, one little, start 15 minutes here, do one little thing there, learn something and say, okay, I'm not going to do it like that again. I'm going to do it like this because of that. And just get a little bit, and you're slowly molding yourself into a higher and higher and highly productive agent and human, right? That's the name of the game, man. That's the name of success and being productive and, achieving all these really high levels of the goals that everybody wants. And that is maximizing. We all only have 24 hours.
Right.
That's the thing. I'm in the same boat you are in terms of like how many hours that I work a day. I'm going to get up. I only have 4:30 to 5. So I got 12 good hours. That's it. I'm not going to squeeze 13. I'm not going to get 14. I'm not going to turn a 24-hour day into 28 hours.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the thing is I have the same amount of time as you do, as Jeremy does, as everyone else in the world. We all have that. You don't have an advantage over anybody else. Nobody has an advantage over you in terms of how many hours they have per day. It all comes down to what you do with those hours, And so when I'm hearing you say you get up at 5 o'clock, right? Is that what you said? And then you
5:30.
and then 5:30, and then you work out, and then you're at the office by 8:30. You check MLS and stuff, and you're on the phone by 9. To me, that tells me you are absolutely crushing it and that you're an animal. All right? No, that tells me that you're a complete, mutant. Okay? Because here's the thing. Like, I know a lot of people in your shoes that will tell me that exact same thing. And 6 months later, they're not in the business anymore. Why? Because they only did what you just said you did for like 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe a month and a half, maybe 3 months, but then they quit. You know what I mean? They quit. Why? Because it turned into an extremely boring process. What you're talking about, get up at 5:30, working out every day. Okay, let's just say you do it for 5 years, 10 years, right? Okay, get up every day at 5:30 and go to the gym every day for 10 years, and then go to the office, look at MLS and make calls from 9 to 12, and tell me you're not bored out of your mind from doing that same thing every day, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so people can't handle the monotonous of success. They can't handle it. And like the actions and activities that we have to do to be successful on a daily basis for 3 to 5 years are so simple. But nobody wants to hang in there long enough to actually reap the benefits.
Easy to do, also easy not to do.
So you got it. You're playing a balancing act right now.
Yeah.
Right. You're playing a balancing act between patience in your mind of wanting to squeeze more hours out of the day where you don't have any more hours. So you got to ground yourself, be satisfied with what you do get done. All the meanwhile, understanding that you have to continue doing these boring things for the next 3 to 5 years to 10 years to 15 to 20 years to actually get where you want to go. I'm still going. I'm 18 years in this boring routine. Man, you wouldn't, dude, listen. Okay, this is what everybody should do. Everybody should go to Spokio.com, pull up all the addresses of property owners in a subdivision, and copy and paste those addresses in Spokio and look up people one at a time on Spokio or Bigfoot.com or White Pages or any of those websites. You guys need to all go there and look up people one at a time and then dial those numbers with your finger and tell me how boring. Like, you can click a couple buttons now, get thousands of numbers, and hit another button and start dialing them. right? And I did 100,000 with my finger. Now you tell me who has the advantage, and you tell me if like my process was far more boring than yours will ever be.
Yeah.
I didn't have social media. I didn't have a dialer. I didn't have access to RedX or any of these data platforms that give you phone numbers with the snap of a finger, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was boring, man. It was a boring 15 years, but you know what? It paid off. It paid off, man. It paid off. And when I started coaching for free in 2017, what am I doing? Writing a book for months and months and months and months, not making any money. You want to talk about boring? Go write yourself a book. Super incredibly boring process, right? But at the end, look at where you are. Look how amazing it is. So just keep it in mind, man, being a young agent,
Yeah.
you just keep in mind, man, everything is set up for you for a 5, 10, 20 year, stretch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I've heard you talk about, like the phone call karma and stuff like that, with just the harder you work, more stuff. I've noticed that 100%. Like
Dude,
I was on the same like schedule hours wise since my first year in, with waking up at 5:30. I swam in high school and all that. And so I was used to waking up at 4:35 anyways, to get in the pool and swim. But I've been waking up at like 5:30 since the first day in the business. But I've noticed with your program, like, it gives me more productive things to do in that time frame, which is just, the results have been, it's like you said, it's like the karma. The harder you work, it just like starts flowing to you. And I'm just trying to expand that,
Dude, listen, man. I mean, what didn't you say right there, bro? Like, you're like a walking Ricky encyclopedia here. Like, for real though, like phone call karma is some of the realest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Like, I would be, if I make calls, I would be in the middle of a call, and then I'll just get a call out of the blue from somebody that wants to buy something right now. Or I'll make my calls, and later on that day, I'll get a call from somebody who wants to list a property. Or I'll get a call. It's just crazy how the universe works. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, good things happen, right? On top of the fact that I created 5 extra relationships in that phone call session of people that are going to buy and sell properties with me later, multiple properties, and refer multitudes of people to me over the next 5, 10, 20 years. And then this person calls me out of the blue and wants to sell their $300,000 house, Yeah, dude, the harder you work, the luckier you get. That's just such a cool phrase. That's why I put it in that's why I have the sign and put it in so many of my videos. Cause when you think about the depth of that, like, it's just like good things happen to people who work hard. I'll tell you something else, man. Everybody loves a hard worker. People just love people that work hard. When they see you working hard, they're drawn to you. They just want to be around you. They want to do business with you. They want to talk to you. They want to know what's up. They want to know what you think about stuff. Yeah. That's why I build my personal brand around being a hard worker.
Yeah.
Because people are drawn to it. Cool. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring somebody Instagram Live on. Anybody want to go Instagram Live for a question on today's show? Just hit me with a me. Hit me with a me if you want to come on live to ask a question. I'm going to bring both of you guys back on. You guys can both unmute and talk about this foreclosure thing. So what are you seeing there, Jeremy?
In my market, we have 28 foreclosures. That's all of my market, all of North Alabama. And I know as soon as that moratorium is over, it's just going to be a flood. And I don't know how to behave about it. Like when this started, a lot of the people that I knew had foreclosure listings and they just sucked them right up. They off market. So what do you guys think about it?
Hold on one second. Hey, give me 1 second there. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Let me answer this question real quick. Hang tight. So, man, I don't know what to think about the foreclosure situation, to be honest with you, with the way the government is and stuff, and when everything that's happening. You know, they put a moratorium, like you say, on foreclosures. You know, they did some things with the banks. It just makes me think that they're going to bail out the homeowners. You know, it just makes me think that there's something that's going to happen to prolong those loans, put them in a position where they can extend the loans out, or something, right? I just feel like something's going to happen, and we're not going to see a flood of foreclosures. I just have some kind of hunch. It's just a gut feeling that we're just not going to see what everybody thinks we're going to see based on, you know, the actions that I'm seeing with the government and how they've been through this whole thing, and stimulus and foreclosure moratoriums and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see. You know, I'm ready either way. If a bunch of foreclosures hit the market, I don't know what position you guys are in, but I'm going to be buying. I mean, I'm going to be sitting there at the courthouse steps with a bag of money, waiting for them things to come through.
Yeah.
But everybody is. There's a lot of cash out there. There's a lot of cash waiting for that to happen. So I don't think it's going to be anything that hurts the market price-wise. I think if you have some foreclosures come through, there might be good deals. They're going to get scooped up. Those investors are going to turn around and sell them for retail prices, you know, and that'll be that. So what do you think, Tom?
With the foreclosures, we're mainly on the listing side.
Yeah.
I'm with Tracy Batanti team in Kettering. She was selling like 500 properties a year during 2008 through 2011, you know?
Yeah.
But I actually asked a couple of our asset managers the same question, you know, just what the heck's going on? and we have a list of about 80 to 100 properties that we're going to have to sell as soon as the moratorium lifts. So I know at least
Let's
in the
do it, man. You call me up and you tell me what the best deals are, and I'll take a
call
plane ride.
you. I'll call you. Yeah. But as soon as the moratorium lifts, I think the gates are going to open here, at least in the Dayton market. And I know.
I hope so. I mean, as bad as it would be I hope it doesn't, for the sake of the homeowners who have the properties who were hurt in the pandemic. But
yeah.
But you know, if they're going to let them go, cool. Let me catch this question over here on Instagram. How you doing?
Good, how are you? When I saw what you were talking about, I'm a real estate agent in North New Jersey, and one of my specialties is foreclosures and distressed properties.
Okay.
So, when I first started in real estate, I had to do everything that, you know, nobody wanted to do. They didn't want to do short sales or deal with auctions or foreclosures because they're triple the amount of work.
Yeah.
So I got really good at renovation loans. I bought a foreclosure myself 3 years ago, and I renovated it. And then 3 years later, the banks noticed that I was showing all these foreclosures, just showing these, you know, selling. They called me up one day and said, "Will you be a buyer's agent for the bank?" So now I'm tied in with the banks, and I said, "What's up with the foreclosures? When they come back on the market? Because we have low inventory right now."
Yeah.
So they said the first and second quarter now this is for North New Jersey.
Yeah.
The first and second quarter of next year, they're going to start releasing these foreclosures.
Okay.
You know? So I don't know what kind of forbearance programs that they have going or whatever.
We'll see. Time will tell. You know, like nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Hey, we're going to have it looks like we're going to have a brand new administration up in there. So you never know what they're going to do. So what can I help you with today? Anything?
So I was thinking, you know, because there is a shortage of homes and every single offer that I put in, it is multiple offers. You have got to be so creative and on top of your game and know how to guide your clients through winning that multiple offer. You have to be so clever. Because some of the areas up here, they're getting like 32 offers in like
Yeah.
Because I'm located about 1 hour and 10 minutes outside of New York City, and let me tell you, they are coming out of the city to my area like you can't believe, and it's crazy. So my question to you is, how do you market or get involved with builders? But I want to get involved with the builders. I already work with a handful of investors, but the foreclosures aren't out yet to get. So it's like I want to tap into contacting developers.
I got you. Look, so I'll tell you a couple of things, right? Let me ask you, this is just a yes or no question, right? Do you call property owners?
Do I call property owners?
Yeah, do you call property owners?
Oh yeah, but cold calling for like
Circle prospecting and stuff?
that's all you have to do is just prospect builders.
No. I'm just asking you. This is off the subject. I'm just wondering. I'm trying to figure out who you are and what you do. Do you circle prospect property owners?
More of the buyer leads,
Okay, no. I didn't say buyer leads. This and again, this is just a yes or no. Okay. So here's two. I'll tell you two things. Okay. Number one, if Ricky is in a market that things are selling and there are 32 offers on one home, I'm representing sellers, right? I'm representing the people who are getting the 32 offers and trying to pick which one we're gonna, because that's a guaranteed deal. When you're one of the 32, can you hear me? When you're one of the 32 buyers, you only have a 1 in 32 chance to get the property. But if you're the listing agent, you have a 100 out of 100% chance of getting the deal, right? I'm going to be on the seller side. Now, if there's 32 offers and things are going for 50, 60, 70,000 over asking price, that's an extremely easy phone call for me to make to every single owner in my area saying, hey, now might be a good time to sell if you're looking to do something, because we're selling them for 50, 60, 70,000 over asking price, right? An extremely easy call to make. Now, that segues into builders, because this is how I got the builders that I work with, by becoming the top agent in the area because of how many property owners I called after 15 years of calling property owners. The builders come to me. The builders.
How are you getting these property owners? Like how do you get this list of property owners that may have potential to sell? Like where do you get this list?
It's very simple. You can go right here to the link in my bio, right? To the link in my Instagram bio, and just scroll down. There's little blocks, and there's a $150 discount on RedX. You click that, you go to the site, you get Geo Leads. Geo Leads, you put an address in the search bar and say, find all their neighbors in the subdivision, and they, boom, with a click of a mouse, give you every phone number for everybody in that subdivision. And then you click another button that says dial, and it automatically starts dialing the numbers. You can dial 100 in an hour and a half. It used to take me 15 hours to look up and call 100 numbers. Now I can look them up and call them in an hour and a half, right? So I can do things 10 times faster, and you can save $150 in the link in my bio. But that's where you find it. So you literally take that, and you go call every single property owner in your area, right? Make about 100,000 calls over the next 3, 4, 5 years. Start selling 100 properties a year, because you're following that up with a weekly email that you send out every single Wednesday for the rest of your life. And then builders start calling you. Builders start calling you and saying, we Googled the top agent in the area, and wouldn't you know it, bing, your name popped up, and we want to work with the top agent around here. That's how you get the builders. And you don't have to worry about 32 offers.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're right.
Where do you get your buyer leads?
So believe it or not, I do pay to Zillow.
Okay. This is what I suggest. To get off the live right now, call Zillow and cancel your account immediately because you're paying $200 to $400 for a random person in your market's contact information that you could have met at Walmart. You're paying $200 to $400 for a random person in your market's contact information that you could have met at Walmart, or you could have cold called them off of. And now RedX is 2 cents for a property owner that you know for a fact owns the exact property you want to sell for 2 cents. And you're going to cold call them either way. If it's a Zillow lead, you got to call them. If it's a RedX lead, you got to call them. It's the same thing. Okay. I think that we just changed your life, but I don't know because I don't know. Okay. I hope that you cancel Zillow because those buyers are running you all around and putting you in a position where you're 1 out of 32 right now. Let's put ourselves in position to be 100%, not 1 out of 32.
Digitally and mailing. And it's, I mean, in 3 years, I went from a brand agent, I'm an agent in 3 years to gold level.
Yeah.
So like I'm doing really well.
Cool. Nice.
You know.
Hey, keep it up. Let me. Hey. Okay. Yeah. It's work.
Thanks so much. Look, there's a pipeline.
Nice. Cool. Have a good one. Good chatting with you. Let's do it. Thank you. See ya.
Thanks so much, man.
You're welcome. Good to see ya.
Good to see ya.
Okay, that was a whirlwind, wasn't it, guys? Let's do it. Let me bring you guys back on, man. Yeah. We'll just have to see what happens with the foreclosures, guys. Who knows? Be prepared either way. If it doesn't happen, if it happens, to me, I don't care what happens. I'm ready either way.
That's probably the right attitude to just embrace
either
it.
Way, man. Either way it goes. Look, the market completely crashed. It could completely just completely crash, and I'm good. Yeah.
I'm going to take you up on that. Being at the courthouse steps with a bag of money.
Okay.
I'll hit you up.
Yeah, hit me up. Let me know.
You just sold me on RedX too, by the way.
Dude, I mean, it's the greatest thing that ever happened to agents. I'm telling you. It turns 15 hours into an hour and a half. It literally is a time. Amazon and Uber and all these great companies, they're so successful. Why? Because they save people time. You don't have to drive to the store. You just order it on Amazon, right? You don't have to wait on a taxi. You hit the button and then boom, one appears.
Yeah. And that's what you were just telling Tom too, like make your hours more productive.
That's what I'm saying. Every little thing that you can find that shrinks it creates more time out of what you have, right? You want to multiply your time within the hours you have. So what activities, what things can we do to create more time out of just what we have without actually squeezing more hours? It's like the dialer, right? To get the storm dialer is like $100, $150. I did the math. And if you made calls every day, it would save you 100 hours a month. That's an entire 3 weeks. That's like a whole month, actually. Let's see, 40, 80, that's more than 2 weeks. Right, by paying $150 and making calls every day, you literally have 2 extra weeks in a month. A month is actually 6 weeks in my world. I'm doing 6 weeks of work when most people are doing, regular month's worth of work. That's how my mind operates, man. I'm looking for ways to. Why do you think I post on every single social media platform that I can multiple times a day? It's because I'm everywhere hitting all these different people, right? I'm expanding. I'm buying myself time. I'm everywhere at once. I'm in front of people, all at one time. Guys, this was an incredible show, an incredible conversation. I want to thank both of you for coming on.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
and just let you know that if there's anything I can do for you, please reach out, man. I'm here to help you guys. Jeremy, where can everybody find you, or where do you want everybody to hit you up at?
So I'm in the Huntsville, Madison area. If you've got something there, I'm 256-631-7175, or my email, j.h.bronaugh@gmail.com. I'd love to work with anybody who's got something in this area.
100%. Where can they find you, Tom?
It's tom.courville _realtor on Instagram. And that's same throughout every social media platform. So
Sweet. Again, guys, I appreciate it. Everybody watching, thank you so much. I'll be back Tuesday with another live cold calling session. Register for my 2021 goal setting and business planning for real estate agents. It's going to be December 11th at 4 p.m. Central. I'll talk to you guys soon.